guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Darla Rodriguez and I'm so glad to have you. If you are here for the first time, please hit the subscribe button and let's get started about what we're talking about today. We are talking what I have in my makeup kit, and hopefully this will help some of you if you're building a kit or if you already have one and there's maybe some things that I have that you don't have that would help. You know, we're all here to help each other. So if you see something that I don't have, leave it in the comments below and that will help me out. I want to discuss exactly just the bag that I purchased. I'm going to link all these things below. Wanted to get something that was efficient, not too bulky, yet would hold all of the things that you need to be successful, whether you're doing a job on set or you're doing a wedding or you're just on a location where you need, you know, some travelability. That's what we were looking at with this bag. I know there are roller bags out there like train cases. I wasn't looking for that. I wanted something a little bit more portable. So first of all, I want to show you the top of this right here. This is, well, actually it's the buckle, but I'm holding it up for you. In here you can lock them, which is kind of cool. I thought that was important. I always want to be able to secure my product when I'm not around. So this lock, or this little hole here that you can lock the zippers together, I thought was important. Then on the back side, there's two things that I love about this. So you have a strap, and you can either strap it on the side to carry it, or you can make it like a backpack. And there's three areas here where you will hook this up and you can carry it on your back. Or if you are traveling, I already have a rolling suitcase. This fits right over the bar that you pull up to roll your suitcase, and then it sets nicely like that. So that was the initial thing that I really liked about this bag. It's, you know, small, compact, and portable. So to open up the top lid, this is just a thin little area. There are some pockets here that I have, like tissue, just nothing much. Trash bags. These are little trash bags to, you know, put any disposable things that I'm using away, and then I can just toss it when I'm done. So this is a mixing tray, and, you know, you can hold it either way. It makes it easy. And then you have, oops, I got a little hole. So here's the spatula, and, you know, it's just great for mixing, whether you're mixing foundation or mixing lipsticks. That's mainly what I use it for. And then it's nice and sanitary here, okay? That is what I have in the top. And then I have, I'm just gonna set these things to the side right now. So I have a little, in this top section, usually when I get to a location, I open up and I pull these things right out. So this is a little container, and it has disposable mascara, lipstick wands, Q-tips. I have a little spot. These are safety pins and bobby pins in this little thing, eyelash curler, scissors, and a sharpener. And to be honest, whenever I go or am continuing to go, I have a little area on my phone in your notes area, and when you think, oh gosh, I need that, jot it down so you can grab it. I just added in the safety pins into this. I just had bobby pins, but I added safety pins because on my last job, we needed to get creative, and safety pins really came in handy. So there is that. I just pull it out, set it to the side, and then I have this. This holds all of my palettes, my bigger palettes, whether they're for the face or for the eyes. They go right in here just so they're in one location. I have, you know, this was a great little set from Smashbox this last Christmas. So I went ahead and put that in my kit because it's very versatile, and they all stay in here, so then when I need to get them, I have them in all one location. And this is a little Zuka bag. These bags are awesome. Then I have my Sigma brushes, which are these right here. And typically, I'm not gonna work out of this case here, but they are all in here and they're nice and clean, and I love that. And frankly, so do your clients. No one wants to see dirty, okay? So I clean everything after the fact as well, thoroughly when I get home, because I never wanna open up my brush bag and it look dirty. And trust me, I have seen it on many occasions where a brush belt is disgusting, and you just don't want that. So I'm gonna close this top one right up, and I'm getting into the second one. And the second one, what's nice is you have this little area here where it holds it open. What I want to talk about are the straps here. They are so great because they hold it straight up. And I have a little section under here that has products, and I want those products there in my sight so I remember that they're there, first of all. Secondly, it has a little compartment back here, and it has a mirror in it. Again, whether you're doing makeup on set or at a wedding, this mirror is important, because people want to see what you're doing to them, okay? So a mirror is always nice to have. Don't ever feel like, you know, I'm the makeup artist, I'm gonna do what I want. It doesn't matter if you're getting paid by the person that you're doing the makeup on, or if you're getting paid by a company to do a look, you still want that person to feel comfortable. You know, for them to be able to look and see what's going on, I think is really important. It doesn't matter how much you go, oh, you're looking so good. Oh, this is looking so great. Because that's your opinion, not necessarily the person that's getting their makeup done's opinion, okay? And then on top, there is a little compartment here. I don't really use it, to be honest with you. That was for a mirror to go into. I don't keep the mirror there because I'm not, the person that's getting their makeup done isn't looking in my makeup bag. It's usually apart from them. So I took the mirror out where it's, you know, portable, okay? So I do flip this back. I have my little black towel here. I like to use black because it looks cleaner. And I just set it down. That's where I set my brushes. So I'll take my brushes out of the brush case, set the brushes down that I'm going to use, because I'm not going to use 20 brushes on one person, but I pretty much know what brushes I'm going to use depending on what type of makeup look that you're doing. And then I always have two little clips here to hold hair back, because that's important. So here you go for the water and the alcohol. We have labeled everything so it's easier, well, so it's detectable, because you don't want to be grabbing alcohol and thinking it's water. So we have water, H2O, alcohol, and then an A and a W on the top, so you know the difference. And typically I'll pull these all out and just set them on the table because I want them handy. In the top here, I have a comb. I have my setting spray, because there's like little compartments up here that I like to keep things nice and tidy. My eyeliners I have in this little area, and typically I have brown, black, and a little a liner for the inner rim. I don't get crazy on the colors. Here are little customizable things that you can use. Eyebrow. So everything, you know, eyeliner, eyebrow, customizable things. And then I have my lip liners, which again, pretty neutral in the colors, because typically that's what you're going to do on people, is a more neutral look. You'll know if the job is calling for more of a dramatic look, then you adjust your kit that way. But on a daily, you know, when you go to a job, whether, again, even if it's wedding, some, you know, brides don't want to look all crazy on their wedding day. It's that natural, beautiful, glowy look. To go into detail with the compartments within the bag here, what's cool about this is you can lift these and adjust the compartment to the size that you need it, which I really love about this bag. I'm gonna go right in order how I have them, you know, in my bag, in the compartments. It's not necessarily the order that I, you know, do the makeup, but just to show you what I have in the compartments and why. So this first little compartment holds moisturizers and primers. And I have a moisturizer with an SPF, just in case we're outside, want to have that protection. I have a blurring moisturizer, actually two. One is anti-aging and one is just blurring. Those are these two. And I've chosen ones that I feel like they do a good job. The Strivectin is awesome. You need to warm it up before you use it or it will roll, but it's a great blurring primer. And then I have a correcting primer by Pure Hangover, which you guys know I love. It's just a hydrating primer, pretty much great on everyone unless they're super oily. And then Prep and Matte by Lancome, which, you know, if I need to, I'll use a couple different ones to address the situation that I have. So I just like to have options. That's why I have so many. To the next compartment, I have grabbed, and you guys can pick these up anywhere. They're great to have. So Skin Fix is a facial cleansing cloth. And then I do have Prep and Glow by NuFace. And I love them because they're pre-packed. That's why I have them like this. They have the packages of facial wipes that are big and you can just pull out. But honestly, if they don't get sealed right or they're getting down to the bottom, it's hard to pull them out. So I like to have individual packs. And then the same in this section would be the Purell, which typically I'll pull out and leave on the towel. I've been losing my voice, and so I apologize. If I have to stop and take a little drink of water, I will. Then I have some floss, because you never know when you'll need floss. I actually used it on the last job. We had a necklace, but it was like in the way. She wanted it lower, so we grabbed dental floss and made it work. So you never know, you might need it for your teeth, you might need it for a necklace, who knows. I have an eye cream, eye drops for someone that has, red eyes. It's always nice to have drops there. And these are just things that, again, you don't always need them, but they're nice to have when you do need them, for sure. Next little section is blotters, which definitely is a necessity when you're working outside, or if someone is just super shiny and you don't want to keep on powdering them down, that's not always a good thing. So facial blotters are great. Speaking of blotters, pro tip, if you don't know this and you're in a pinch and you're out of blotters or you forgot to put them in your bag, they didn't make them back in, or you just don't have them, run to the restroom, you grab seat covers, and they work the same. So, you might want to cut them so they look presentable. You don't want to grab a seat cover and put it on someone's face that you don't know. They might freak out. But that is a little side note. So in this next section, I have brush cleaner. I have Nexus, the comb through mist, because sometimes you don't need a full-on hairspray. And then I do have a hairspray. And I have this little groomer, just in case. You just never know. You never know what you're gonna need. And it might seem so random, but it's so nice to have it. It's like, the Mary Poppins bag where she keeps on pulling stuff out and she happens to have exactly what you need. That's what this bag needs to contain. So, next section are all my foundations. I happen to use Tontidol, even though these are not in the Tontidol packaging. We transferred them into these smaller bottles because they fit into the bags nicely. You will find that it's hard because we searched and searched. Typically a makeup bottle is a little too tall to sit upright, and I didn't want all my makeup bottles laying horizontal. So to go into little detail about the pumps that we put the foundation in, what I loved about them, first of all, they have the clear top and the clear bottom, because some of them are not clear on the bottom, and I don't know, it's psychological for me. I need to see the color of the foundation. I know this shade range pretty well, so I wanted to label it because that gives me an idea of what I'm dealing with. And then we labeled the top of the bottle as well, so there wasn't any confusion there. And then the pump itself, you can't see it. It doesn't have like that straw thing. This is an airless pump. So it like suctions up and it pushes from the bottom. So you get all the product and it doesn't get clogged like that. That little thing doesn't get clogged at all. So we thought that was really cool. You know, we did a lot of research when we were doing it, Ness and me. It was nice finding that. Then to the next section, I have a translucent darker powder here. And then I have a setting powder. This is a translucent setting powder from Lancome in the darker shade for, you know, my browner clients. And then this one I've kind of used up, but this is Japanesque setting powder, totally translucent. Those go right in there. And then I have some powders from Urban Decay, and I have some foundation sticks in just a couple shades there. This shade range, you know, it is not, I believe they have over 40 or 40 shades in Lancome. Obviously, not going to carry all 40 shades. That's what my mixing palette is for, to customize colors if I need to, okay? And then over to this section, this is the blushes. So I have a couple palettes here, one from Japanesque, one from Too Faced. And then I did go ahead and pick up the Pro Concealing Palette from Lorac because, again, I love the customizable ability. If I need to, I can grab and make the concealer that I need, and then it works out nicely. And, you know, this looks really clean. That's because I cleaned it right after. But it is newer, too. Then those are blushes. Next one over here. Oh, let me go up here. So I don't know if you guys saw, I did a video on some drugstore products. This is the Tresemme smoothing sheets. Perfect to have on set because if you are having to deal with humidity or, I don't know, some crazy hair, these suckers work. So I put those in there because, again, I love the individual packaging. They're easy. You just put them through the hair and it kind of just like helps with frizz. Then in here I have a lipstick palette. So I don't have a ton of lipsticks because I have two palettes here, one from L'Oreal, one from Anastasia, and I can pretty much get any color I need with these. So I don't carry a ton of lipsticks. I have just a few Smashbox lipsticks in here, but really between these two palettes, I don't need any other lipsticks. I'm gonna get the color that I need with those. So in this little section, I've got a couple shadow bases and some shimmer and a Gimme Brow from Benefit. So there are those, these shimmers right here. I love them. They're so beautiful. I typically don't use them for the face. I would use them on the body. And again, you know, most of the jobs, for me personally, most of the jobs that I'm doing, it's very natural. I don't typically do weddings. I do more of like lifestyle shoots, and you're not doing a ton of glam looks, so I don't need like a ton of highlighters. I need that natural look, and so that is what's in my bag. If you're not seeing a bunch of colors, that's why. And then you go over to this section. This is clear eyebrow gel, and this is just mascaras. I got a thing of eyeshadow. I do have a pot liner from Sigma that I love, and another couple highlighters there that are super, I mean, super natural, to be honest. That is that. This would be the most color I have in the whole thing, this Huda. So that is a quick rundown of the kit. Oh, I do want to address one other thing. So typically, this is how my kit would look. I would pull out my brushes and, you know, go to town on my client. Now, I did just do a job, and she was super natural. Again, most of the stuff that I'm doing is more of a natural look, but I do have this other bag that I carry with me, and what it is if I was traveling, it would be in my suitcase, okay? I have this right here, and then I do have a straight iron and a curling iron. Always nice to bring these with you, just in case. You may not use them, but again, I hope I've been clear. You don't always use everything in your kit, but if you need to, it's great to have it. So what's great about this, I love it, is it goes around your waist. So this bag is what I put on after I've done my makeup and I'm following my client around. So, you know, you don't normally do makeup by the camera. You're doing it in a separate room or a separate area. And so I put this on after. I love the sides. So here are the sides. So the bag won't fall forward. It hooks onto your waist. And then inside, they thought of almost everything. So I don't have things in here because when I'm doing a job, this is customized based on the client that I'm working with. I do have just a blending brush, a powder brush, foundation brush if I need to a little, and it's clean. I do have a setting spray right here. It's just a travel size if I need to freshen up, some lip wands, a little mirror if they want to look, tissues. Those are things that stay in there, but then I customize it according to my client. So I'm gonna probably grab my blotters just in case they're needed. I'm probably gonna grab hand sanitizer because, again, cleanliness is number one. I'm probably gonna grab a setting powder to help with oiliness, and I'll place that in there. And then on the back side here, again, is another big bag. So I could put some hairspray, a comb, bobby pins, things that you might need like in a spur of the moment. And that I adjust on the fly, to be honest. I'm typically not gonna put a ton of stuff in here because I want it to be lightweight, but I wanna have it on me just in case. And then it does have this section up in the front here that unzips, and you have pockets. I mean, it's pockets galore, honestly, which is awesome. There have been moments where I have like stuff stuffed all over myself. And so when I got this bag, I was so excited. We searched again. We researched a lot. You know, they have some bags out there. I didn't want a typical brush belt because I don't need all my brushes. I need necessities, you know, tissues, blotting papers, hairspray, things that you need quickly, can get in and get out and fix it without having to run back to your makeup. So that is my makeup kit. Hopefully I have some things that maybe helped you out that you didn't have and you thought, oh, that's a good idea. And again, if you have something that I don't have in here, we are always learning. So, you know, it's great to learn. We learn from each other. I don't know everything. You most likely don't know everything. If you think you do, I'm sorry. But, you know, we just don't. We don't know everything. And we got to help each other out. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. If you have any comments, leave them in the section below. I, of course, will link everything that we talked about, bags, the pumps, you know, different things that we have in the kit that I think would be of use to you. That'll be linked below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.